Hey guys, it's Carl. Welcome to CCO Car Garage. And this is going to be episode 3. Episode 1, we put new plugs in it to see if we can get spark when we turned over the ignition. We learned that the ignition key doesn't turn over, so we jumped the solenoid with a screwdriver and it turned over, but there was no spark. Episode 2, so we replaced all the plugs and still no fire. But anyway, episode 2 we talked about replacing the coil and seeing if that might not be the case. And we also checked it for spark and there was no spark in it. Now today we're going to talk about tracing the wires from battery and see what happens. So what we did learn, is I'm going to show you in a minute, is that what happened during the tracing, following the wiring to the inside the car. Let me get set up and I'll show you that real quick. Alright guys, following the wires from the solenoid, everything's plugged in the way it should be, or it appears that it should be. And when we follow the wires, it goes here underneath the support and then down to what appears to be the fan motor, and from there over. So let me see if I can zoom in real quick. Okay, so when I got to this end, I found it unplugged from the adapters here, the cutoffs, whatever you want to call them. So the one for the headlight also is unplugged. This one here appears to be part of the wiring harness that goes to headlights, because it runs over to the headlights, park lights, and stuff like that. This one here comes straight from the solenoid. So what we're going to do, I'm going to plug it in. It's hard to get up in there. Doesn't look like it goes in all the way, but let me just turn the ignition and see what happens. First off, let me, before I forget, connect the battery. All right, we're going to go ahead and tighten up the battery posts, the cable to the posts. Okay, now let's get in there and jump it and see what happens. Well, not jump it, but turn the key. Let's just see real quick. Absolutely nothing. Just to be on the safe side. I'll push the clutch in, still nothing. I didn't think that would anyway. So there you have that. So hang on one second. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go and buy some before I invest in a new coil, new solenoid, I'm going to go and buy some spray, WD-40 electrical connector spray, to clean these connectors. Let's see if that might not help with contact. So we'll check it out and see what happens. Okay guys, I bought me a can of electronic cleaner from Advanced Auto. They didn't have the WD-40 brand that I wanted, but this will do. We're going to go ahead and clean off some contacts and connectors and stuff like that, and See if that's going to make any kind of difference. But anyway, alright. Right now we'll clean off these little connectors here in the wire connectors. Alright. I think that's all the connectors I wanted to spray for now. Well, I tell you what, let's put a little bit on the connectors that connect to the coil as well. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and connect the battery cable back onto the battery. Not saying this is going to work, but this is just one avenue I wanted to take before to kind of rule everything out and move on from there. So if this don't work, this doesn't work, I'm leaning toward replacing the solenoid and the coil. So we'll see what happens there. Alright, first thing I want to do is turn the key, see if it has any spark. Nothing, dead. No lights in the dash, so I'm beginning to bleed more and more wire harness. Alright, let's see. No spark on that plug. Try it again. Alright. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the connectors. And alright guys, in episode 4 we're gonna go ahead and replace coil and solenoid. Those are small dollar pieces, but anyway, just to give that, see what happens. But I'm leaning more and more to wiring harness. This vehicle needs to be rewired, I am thinking. So let's see what happens in the 4th episode with the replacement of the solenoid and coil, or coil, either one, and see what happens. See you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to our videos and our channel. Also comment. Tell me what you think. Told you before, guys, I'm not a mechanic by trade. Do know a little bit about older cars. I had a Comet when I was a kid. And anyway, let's see what happens. Leave your comments, guys. See you next time.